When the power goes out, the stores close and fresh food disappears, what's keeping you alive? The answer might be sitting in a can, but not all canned meats are created equal. Some will keep you thriving, others could leave you vulnerable. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the 8 best canned meats that serious preppers stockpile, and why these specific choices could mean the difference between survival and disaster. We'll break down which ones pack the most nutrition, last the longest, and give you the best value for your money. Stick around until the end because we'll reveal which canned meat is criminally underrated and could even become survival currency. Welcome to Food Decider, where we help you make smarter food choices for every situation. If you're serious about emergency preparedness and food security, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss our essential guides. Now, let's dive into the 8 canned meats you need in your pantry right now. Let's start with the survival powerhouses, the canned meats that deliver the most bang for your buck when it comes to nutrition, shelf life, and versatility. First up, we have canned sardines. Now, I know what you're thinking, sardines, really? But hear me out. These tiny fish are absolute nutritional gold. We're talking protein, heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, and calcium if you eat the bones, which are completely soft and edible. You're getting maximum nutrition packed into the smallest possible package. The shelf life on these bad boys is impressive too, 3 to 5 years if you store them in a cool, dark place. And the versatility? Unmatched. You can eat them straight from the can when you're in a hurry, toss them on crackers for a quick snack, mix them into pasta or rice for a protein boost, or even fold them into scrambled eggs for a breakfast that'll keep you going all day. Here's what makes sardines stand out from the crowd. First, the nutrient density is off the charts. You're getting more nutrition per ounce than almost any other canned meat. Second, they last for years unopened. Third, they're perfect for bug-out bags and compact storage because they're small and lightweight. Fourth, they provide a genuine morale boost with their flavorful, satisfying bite when you need it most. And fifth, the cost, often under $2 per can. That's an absolute bargain for the nutrition you're getting. Here's a warning though. As more people recognize their value, expect prices to rise. Stock up now before sardines become a rare commodity in survival circles. Next, let's talk about canned beef stew. This isn't just meat, it's a complete meal in a can. You've got tender beef chunks, hearty vegetables, and savory broth all working together to provide both nutrition and comfort. In a crisis situation, a warm, morale-boosting meal is absolutely essential for keeping spirits high and energy steady. The benefits here are clear. It's ready to eat right out of the can, no cooking required. Although, let's be honest, heating it up definitely enhances both the flavor and your morale. The versatility is solid too. Eat it straight from the can, pour it over rice or pasta to stretch it further, or add extra vegetables if you have them. The shelf life sits at 3 to 5 years if stored properly, and the cost runs about $3 to $4 per can, which works out to less than $1 per serving. Beef stew is a psychological lifeline as much as a nutritional one. When everything around you is uncertain and stressful, that warm bowl of stew can make all the difference. Just remember to rotate your stock regularly to ensure everything stays fresh and reliable. Now let's talk about canned salmon. This isn't just about protein, though there's plenty of that. Canned salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids and, in many cases, those edible bones we mentioned earlier that give you calcium. These nutrients help keep your energy levels steady, your brain function sharp, and your stress levels in check when everything else is falling apart. Why is salmon essential for your stockpile? First, the nutrition profile. Protein, healthy fats, and calcium all in one can. Second, the versatility. Eat it straight from the can, mix it into pasta or salad, or make salmon patties for something different. Third, that reliable 3 to 5 year shelf life. And fourth, the cost sits around $3 to $4 per can, which is reasonable for what you're getting. Salmon is both practical and nutritious. As global demand continues to rise, prices will follow that trend upward. Stock up while you still can at current prices. Now let's move into the reliable workhorses. These are the ones known for their incredible versatility and everyday practicality. First in this category is Spam and similar lunch meats. Now Spam might get made fun of sometimes, but it's earned its place in pantries worldwide for very good reasons. It's fully cooked, calorie dense, and absurdly shelf stable. This stuff can keep you alive for days or weeks when fresh options are completely gone. Why does Spam work so well? The adaptability is unreal. You can fry it, bake it, throw it in a stew, or eat it straight from the can. The shelf stability ranges from 2 to 5 years if stored in a cool, dry place. And it's genuine comfort food that can be stretched with rice, beans, or vegetables to feed more people. The cost runs $3 to $5 per can, which works out to less than $1 per meal. Spam is cheap survival insurance, plain and simple. As demand rises during any crisis or supply chain disruption, prices will jump. Don't wait to stock up. Next up, we have canned tuna, the lightweight champion that preppers absolutely love. It's portable, shelf-stable, and loaded with protein and those heart-healthy omega-3s we keep mentioning. This is a quiet powerhouse in any survival stash. The key features that make tuna so popular are straightforward.
The convenience factor is huge. Eat it straight from the can, mix it into salads, rice or pasta, whatever you've got available. The shelf life hits that standard 3 to 5 years, and the cost is often under $1 per serving, which is hard to beat. Here's a pro tip. Opt for BPA-free cans when you can find them, and store everything in airtight bins for extra protection against moisture and pests. Tuna is both practical and a genuine morale booster when fresh protein is completely unavailable. Now let's discuss canned chicken. This is lean, protein-packed, and absurdly versatile. It's easy to shred, easy to mix, and it combines beautifully with other pantry staples for hearty meals that keep you satisfied. Why does chicken matter so much in your stockpile? The adaptability is off the charts. You can use it in soups, stews, casseroles, sandwiches, and salads. The shelf life is that reliable 3 to 5 years, and the cost runs about $2 to $3 per can, which is solid value. Here's something important. Choose low-sodium versions whenever possible. High sodium content can lead to dehydration and energy crashes, especially in long-term survival scenarios where water might be limited. Store your canned chicken in cool, dry places and rotate regularly to keep everything fresh. Now we're getting into the hidden gems, the canned meats that don't always get the attention they deserve, plus the critical storage knowledge you need to make everything last. Let's start with canned ham. This stuff is dense, hearty, and hits all the survival marks: longevity, taste, and that crucial morale factor. It's fully cooked and ready to eat, and it can transform bland pantry staples into satisfying meals that actually taste good. The advantages are clear. The versatility is excellent. Slice it for sandwiches, dice it into soups, or fry it up for a warm meal. The shelf life sits at 3 to 5 years, and it provides a genuine morale boost by giving you a proper meal when stress levels are running high. The cost runs about $4 to $6 per can. Here's a strategy tip. Pair ham with water-rich foods to balance out the sodium content and stretch your supply further. Store it in airtight bins to protect from crushing and pests, and you'll have reliable protein for years. Now here's the one everyone overlooks: canned corned beef. This is what I call the underrated survival chameleon, and it's absolute protein gold. It's ready to eat straight from the can, shelf-stable for years, and incredibly versatile. You can dice it into stews, shred it for tacos, or mix it with rice and beans for substantial meals that stick with you. The advantages of corned beef are seriously impressive. You need no refrigeration whatsoever, perfect for long-term storage, in any conditions. The shelf life is 3 to 5 years. The cost often comes in under $5 per can, which is a steal. And the versatility gives you multiple meal options, provides that morale boost we keep talking about, and it even has barter value in crisis situations. Corned beef is criminally underrated in the prepping world. It's cheap, it's reliable, and it can even serve as currency in a crisis when people are desperate for protein. Don't sleep on this one. Now let's talk about the storage mastery that makes all of this work. You can buy the best canned meats in the world, but if you don't store them properly, you're wasting your money and putting yourself at risk. The 4 pillars of proper canned meat storage are simple, but critical. First, keep everything cool, dry, and dark. Store your cans in a cupboard or pantry away from heat sources and sunlight. Second, use airtight bins or plastic totes to protect from moisture, crushing, and pests. Third, implement a rotation system. Mark purchase dates on every can and rotate every few years to ensure freshness. Fourth, inspect regularly for dents, leaks, or rust. Compromised cans can spoil or become downright unsafe. Most canned meats last 3 to 5 years unopened. By storing them in optimal conditions and rotating your stock properly, you can ensure your emergency pantry remains reliable and ready when you need it most. Let's talk about the common mistakes that ruin stockpiles. First mistake, ignoring sodium content. In long-term scenarios, consuming too much sodium without adequate water can be a serious problem. Balance with water-rich foods and choose low-sodium options when possible. Second mistake, overlooking rotation. Expired cans can spoil or lose nutritional value. Set reminders and rotate religiously. Third mistake, focusing on only trendy foods. Freeze-dried and gourmet survival options are expensive and often less practical than simple canned meats. Fourth mistake, underestimating morale. Bland, repetitive meals can sap your energy and willpower. Stock a variety for both nutrition and psychological comfort. These 8 canned meats aren't just food, they're survival tools, morale boosters, and potential currency when everything else fails. By building a smart, well-rotated pantry of these essentials, you're not just stacking cans on a shelf, you're stacking nutrition, peace of mind, and the ability to stay strong when chaos hits. Don't wait for disaster to realize what's missing from your pantry. Start building your stockpile today. Which of these canned meats are you adding to your emergency supply first? Let us know in the comments below. If this guide helped you prepare smarter, smash that like button and subscribe to Food Decider for more essential food and survival strategies. Stay prepared, stay fed, and we'll see you in the next video.